right, we are live. I'm going to give it a few minutes for people to tune in. Looking forward to talk about this weekend. Crazy weekend. Crazy weekend. Wait for my guests to show up. Anybody who's listening and watching, please let me know how the audio and visual is. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Shoot me a message. Let me know. I want to talk about some of the events over this weekend, upcoming events. Just checking in on making sure everyone can tune in. I know there's a couple of lives going on, so I'll give everyone a few minutes so we can just chit-chat. Anybody who's watching, please give me a thumbs up in the chat so you can hear and see me perfectly clear. Got a lot of excitement over this last weekend. The guests will be here shortly. Anybody who's watching, let me know if you can see me, hear me. Give me a thumbs up. If you're on my Facebook page, I'm also live on my YouTube. Thank you, MRX. How's everybody's weekend? Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. We'll be kicking off the show in a little bit. I hope everyone had a good, safe, and enjoyable weekend. I know I did. I enjoyed the weekend thoroughly. Definitely looking forward to talk about this weekend's events. We're having some technical difficulties on my guest's side. Oh, who got to see the Knuckles Up event? Anybody? Who bought the pay-per-view? Let's see. If you didn't, I'll send you over a link. Actually, got a little upgrade in my collabs. All right. So, unfortunately, my guest is having some technical difficulties and won't be joining me tonight. That's quite all right. I'll fly solo. If anybody wants to join me, I could send you the link. We can have a little chat about this weekend's events. But Knuckles Up 3. Whew! What a show. Both Chris Florendo and Will Lasky, you guys put on an epic show. Thank you so much for bringing elite level arm wrestling back to the States in a fashion like never done before. I gotta say, I tip my hat off to you guys. You guys killed it this weekend. Utterly grateful that I got to watch it. Of course, David. Knuckles Up event was amazing. Let's see. So they kicked it off with the Roger Learn match versus Uncle John. That was epic, man. I loved that display of skills from both athletes. Uncle John came in ready to go. He looked mean. He looked tough. He looked angry. But Roger, my boy, he came in a stronger man. He did a great job with it. I was really excited to see him kill it at the table. Hey, what's up, Kong? Thank you for tuning in. Anybody wants to join me on this, I could send you the link. Feel free to go ahead and send me a message. I'd be happy to have you on. So then, let's see. I don't know the correct order of the matches off the top of my head right now, but I'll talk about the highlights that were really big for me. Yeah, Roger's a fucking monster. I want to see him on the big stage a bunch more times. I think he's ready for it. He came in ready to go. For those of you who are just tuning in, we're just covering the Knuckles Up event. The links to all things High Five Club is down below right here. Go ahead and take your phone, screenshot it, take a picture of that QR code. It'll take you to their link tree, their YouTube page, their Facebook page, Instagram, their website where the pay-per-view is on. Buy the pay-per-view. Show these guys some support. One of my favorite matches to see of the night. I had to choose. I'm going to butcher their names, but it was, the top Japan guy versus the top Korea guy. Anybody in the chat want to go ahead and put the names? I'll try to pronounce them. I suck with pronunciation of those names. But that was actually an amazing match, in my opinion. One of my favorites. Danielle Evanson versus Nadia. That was amazing. Danielle, showed that she can catch in a hook, and she was strong. She was tough, but Nadia's experience played out that match out big time. That was pretty epic display right there, in my opinion. No, it wasn't that name. I know that for a fact. But I do know I was a godfather of arm wrestling, was there as well, going up against Tom Holland, I believe. That was a hell of a match. That guy really, surprised me, to be honest, because I was expecting Tom to run right through him. Oh, Baek Sun Yul, I think, forgive me for pronunciation. I suck at pronunciation, so I didn't do well in that course. But yeah, no, Tom Holland, definitely showed up, but so did his opponent. And then let's see who else. Jason Merlot versus Mario. Whew! Mario did a major cut. Major cut. And I think it was like 31 pounds that he cut to face Merlot. And he got him right-handed. Was not easy in any way or form. Hats off to Merlot for putting on a fight for him. But then Merlot came back with that left arm. I won't spoil that too much. I don't think you guys saw that. Buy the pay-per-view. Watch it. No spoilers in that regard. Let's see. Camille. And I can't pronounce his name. I think it was Arson or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But that match was amazing. Camille showed up big time. He had a war. The guy who he was facing, I think he won Arnold's the last time that we had Arnold's at the arm wrestling. But speaking of Arnold's, the High Five guys. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Hey, Johnny, you want to join me tonight? You're more than welcome to. I can send you the link. Go ahead and message me. Committed arson. No, he did. I mean, might as well. He looks like a mean dude, man. That guy was a monster. Definitely was a match to watch. In all honesty, I thought that just looking at the size comparison, Camille was gonna have an easy day with him, but he definitely showed up. he definitely showed up and gave him a good fight. Johnny Miller, it was very nice meeting you over the weekend, man. You're strong as all hell. That is one funky ass long lever you got there, man. Definitely. I'll get to the after poll in a little bit, but I got to meet up with him in the after poll. Let's see, who else did we have? Why am I blanking on some of these guys' names? No, I didn't get to partake in the Korean barbecue. But it did smell and look delicious. But I did poll in the after poll. Definitely did. Let's see, who else did we have up on those matches? Let me see if I can get the matches up in front of me real quick. But it was, I don't know what to say with the production quality of these matches was just next level, to a point where I really look forward to one day being able to get up on there, on that stage. I don't think I'm quite ready for that level of competition as of yet, but if the call comes, you better believe I'll make sure I am ready for it. We got to do it justice, because these guys put a lot into making this thing happen. Oh yeah, BJ Fakakis versus Dulskus. That one was an amazing match. Because I really thought BJ had a lot more against Dulskus, and Dulskus showed up. Dulskus showed up really big time. Let's see. I already covered that match. Yeah, I think I covered all the matches. Let me see. Did I miss one? Oh, I did miss one. Hang on. Give me a minute, gents and ladies who are watching. We had, oh man, what happened to that? Spoiled. Who won the after poll? No one won the after poll event, man. You know it's an after poll. But it was a great match. Great set of matches from the High Five Club. Just go ahead and support these guys. Tune into their events. These guys are doing big things. I think their next event's in middle of September, September 13th or 14th, rather. Stay tuned for more great things from Knuckles Up, from the High Five Club. They are going to be bringing arm wrestling back to the Arnolds. That is something that they did announce, and we're super excited for that. So that's cool. That's exciting. I look forward to that, because I got really disappointed and discouraged. Oh, yeah. Come on. I'll send you over a link. I'll send it to you on Facebook. All right, Johnny? Thank you. Thank you. Let's see, Johnny. There you are. Link. All right, Johnny. Check your inbox right now, man. At least we can cover the matches. You can do a better job with it than I can. My reviews suck, man. Oh, whoa. Simmer down now. I don't go that way. Let me know when you're ready to go. Hop in. Not hop on. And a shout out to Sandell Sounds, the production company that made all this epic viewing possible. The High Five Club guys, they work together seamlessly. I mean, yeah, we had a little bit of snafus in the beginning, but The energy was high. The energy was strong. The crowd was going wild throughout all the matches. I really did appreciate how the athletes were treated. You know, I got to see Paul Italia in the crowd. Ian Carnegie was in the crowd. Paul Cruz was there. The Tristate Armwrestling crew, Ivan Morero and Steven Fernandez was there. A bunch of guys from Beast Mode was there. Hey, what's up, John? How's it going, man? Hope all is good. Thank you for tuning in. Oh yeah, Johnny, take your time. Let's see. Who else was there? Who else did I get to say hi to? I got to meet Johnny Miller. This guy is amazing with, you know, his long lever. I've never met somebody with that long of a lever. I don't think that light, mind you. I mean, I think he was in my weight class. What are you? You're a 176 guy, right, Johnny? He's gonna be hopping on soon, so I'll be able to get him to confirm or deny his weight. Let's see. Yeah, flying solo is not usually my forte, but we're winging it tonight. Let's see. I just gotta say, it's kind of cool being in New Jersey because this was at the Barrymore Film Center, the original OG Hollywood of the United States, where movies started. And it was. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. John Zilla in the house. Hey, what's up, Saba? Johnny and Holland about yeah, I'd say actually yeah, frame wise, lever is just insane. But I think actually Johnny might be taller than Holland. But yeah, no, we were at the film center. This stage, the atmosphere, the energy, you felt like you were going into this high level showing of an amazing event, which it was. And here we got Johnny Miller.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up?
How you doing, man?
Good to see the guns because you were hiding that. You were incognito during the event, man.
Yeah, gotta keep them under wraps. Gotta surprise people. Yeah, man, you're strong as hell. So you're over here praising me left and right. Thank you. Too kind. Everyone in chat is too kind.
That I'm telling you, man, that lever was hard to navigate and work around. I got these short little T-Rex arms, man, and
yeah,
you got this like Gumby status, Stretch Armstrong type of deal going on for you. For the weight class that you're in, man, it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Yeah. I weigh like 170, so the fact that I'm 6'3" and 170. Yeah.
So the biggest challenge was keeping my elbow down on the pad and holding your hand at the same time.
I like that. Yeah, it's my one. I'm a glass cannon. If I can keep the pronation, we're good. You turn me over, it's a different game.
There you go. There you go. We got John Hutchin in the chat saying hi. This is John Zilla from Florida. I had a super match with him back in January. Looking for a rematch with that dude because I don't think he's ready for me now. He doesn't want none of this smoke now. So I was just going over a brief recap of all the matches from the High Five event, Knuckles Up 3. I know I covered a couple of them. I think I may have missed one or two. From what you heard, and which match stood out from you? Because I did cover almost all of them.
Yeah, I think everyone was surprised by the Merlot match. But again, I also didn't know everyone on this card, so this was my first time seeing Mario. Hearing he came down like 31 pounds.
Yeah,
to meet Jason. Wow, he retained some of that strength for sure. That was very entertaining, though. That was very entertaining. There were times when Merlot, even in a bad position, was able to just crank it back up and can open him back to center table. And I'm like, man, if I can just have that pronation strength, Oh my gosh! So I was
You gotta
impressed.
start fishing, man. It's those bass curls. It's
Yeah,
those
yeah,
bass curls.
yeah.
Oh, Wayne Withers and Mega Mike. That was a pretty big upset right
Whoa.
there.
Yeah.
That
I
was
was.
that's the match I was forgetting about. And how could I forget about it? Because I wanted Wayne to smash through Mega Mike, but Mike just came in too strong. He was
Yeah.
too strong.
Yeah. He would not let go of that thumb.
Nope.
I was. I was also in the crowd of people who were very surprised because the first time, and I told Wayne this when I met him in the meet and greet. Also, shout out to Knuckles Up, High Five, you guys rock. Thank you for the VIP treatment. Really awesome. Glad to represent 98 for first time. Really, some new, production and all that. For those of you in chat who don't know me, I was talking with him, and I was like, the first time I saw you, it was like 2019. And at the time, I was training under Jim Bryan and Sean Latimer. I'm still under Sean, but he came through, man, and he just whooped everybody at that tournament. And I said, "Who is this massive individual?" And his hand was just ginormous. He was ginormous, and I was like, "Okay, this is like one of those guys that comes out of the woodwork, like a Kevin Kaler, and they just come in, they show up, and they smack people." And I was rooting for him big time. He was my champion in that match, and I didn't know Mega Mike. And man, what a surprise!
Well, I had the pleasure of meeting Mega Mike in at Olympia about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and not for nothing, I had a little bit against Mega Mike because he's the reason why my left arm actually got a little injured. It would have been my left arm would have got an upward enough trajectory, and I was pulling with him. Side pulling with him, and he separated my shoulder a little bit. So
Ooh.
I definitely was hoping that Wayne had a little more for him, but Mega Mike was just too mega.
Yeah, yeah, he is earning the name for sure. Taking down Goliaths like that. Although I did also hear talking with Sean Latimer at last practice on Sunday. Apparently, I wasn't aware. However long ago, Withers had broken his arm apparently and came back from an injury. I don't know how long ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that myself.
Yeah, so that could be part of it. Maybe why he didn't go inside, because I was waiting for him to switch it up. Like, all right, after the second time, Mike just hung onto that thumb and just pulled him down to the pad. I was like, maybe he'll stop trying to top roll and like do something else, go inside or press or. But yeah, it just seemed like it was Mega Mike had his number.
Definitely seemed like that. Mega was he trained up for that exact move, and he knew where he was going. And it pays to be versatile. I mean, yeah, it's great to have a silver bullet, but if you get pulled out of your silver bullet, what do you have in your arsenal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I think also Camille's match was fun.
Yeah.
That was very entertaining.
That was very Camille threw everything but the kitchen sink at the man.
Yeah, yeah, and that kept it very interesting because it was like, all right, let's see if this new angle works, and eventually found his way, found his line.
Absolutely. David Shubich is in the chat saying that he's strong right now. There's a jar of pickles he can't twist open.
I know. I'm maybe he's a future Knuckles Up contender.
I can see Dave, but you know what the thing is though, he's got to make sure he wears those short shorts because otherwise he's screwed.
Yeah,
he's
the power is in the short shorts.
That's where his power lies. Any other matches stood out to you?
I was very much rooting for Danielle Evanson. I think a lot of us were. It's always cool seeing matches like that. The young versus experienced, this like clashing of era, and I feel like she was very close. I thought she was very close when she got a good hit off the start, pulled the match to her side, and stayed tight. I was like, ooh, I can see it here. Like this is the lane. Donnie just proved to be too much in the end, whether it be technically or experience-wise. Yeah, but
I'm sure things would have been a little different had she had a corner person. Because that's the one thing I noticed. She didn't have one.
Okay.
So anytime, my word to the wise in my personal experience with matches, anytime I have a corner person, I always invariably do a little bit better. If I don't have a corner person, it's definitely my success does lack a little bit. So maybe next time she'll make sure she has one.
Yeah. Even if it was you or Ryan who jumped up there, just
and any one of us could have jumped up there to help her out. All she had to do is ask, but now she knows. But so Shubich says that he Knuckles Up needs to supply him with some purple short shorts. That's his only stipulation, and I'm sure that they'll arrange for that for you, man.
I could see him rocking them for sure.
Hell yeah, without a doubt. Whoa, he's speaking seriously for once. His second month of training under a European champion coach, and he's feeling different. Oh snap!
All right, there we go.
Who's this mystery coach, Shubich, that you're employing?
Yeah.
I want to hear more about this, man.
Yeah.
Share some of the wealth and knowledge, or is he going to keep it secret for a while until he smashes? We'll see.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that stood out as much. The rest were pretty great. Roger seemed to have his way with Uncle John.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. I loved that. Was one of my favorites because Roger. I met him actually my first tournament. I met him at Pittston about it was in October. Yeah, it was October of 2020. That was my first tournament, and it was amateur. So I've been following Roger's trajectory and his growth in the sport since I started, and that dude, his energy is next level. I love Roger, and I was happy to see him catch that win.
Yeah, they were pretty entertaining as well. Petrenko, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Petrenko. If you are,
I am. That's Oleg Petrenko, I think. That's a good coach right there. Oh man. Shubich, what's your weight, man? What are you going to be pulling at?
I think he's 200s or 220.
220. Ooh, they're in trouble. Oh, man.
Drew, here we go. Call out. Shubich has been ducking me for years.
The Strapperoonie. Use that if you're feeling healthy. I am using the Strapperoonie setup. So thank you for the layup, Drew. Not Drew, David Shubich. The next event that I wanted to highlight, it's this upcoming weekend. It's the Jason Vale Memorial Tournament. Check out the event link below. It is something that I'm really looking forward to because I love pulling in the strap. It's actually something I try to go to initially. I feel very strong in the strap, very, very strong. Thank you for scanning it, whoever did. I am ready for 176 right and left, and then also 198 right. I'm pulling up a little bit in weight class with the right hand. After this weekend, I did put a couple miles on it this weekend just to see where it stood, and I'm feeling a little sore and achy, but nothing. A little cryotherapy that I normally take advantage of. Can't fix and can't help me out and repair me back. And then I got float therapy on Thursday to get my mind right and go from there. I'm really excited for this tournament. In my weight class alone, there's this guy from South America, from Argentina, I believe, Santiago Basameo, I think his name is. He is a WAF champion, Pan American champion. So this guy's got quite the accolades on his side when it comes to successes in the sport. So I'm going to be ultimately testing myself against that. And I could be wrong. This is just a mere assumption. Maybe, Johnny, you can give me some insight on this if you know anything, because I know 98 guys, you guys got your ear to the ground a little bit. But is that German Hellboy still in town in New York? Because if he is, he's probably going to be present for that.
I could imagine him being so. Didn't Kevin Palco just pull him? I'm pretty sure. What tournament was that?
That was, I think, over in like in Erie or Ohio border or something like that.
Okay.
He made-
I can't provide any intel. At least I'm not. I'm gonna get word from my manager off screen. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm unaware. My mind was just completely on Knuckles Up, and I'm actually kind of still recovering because that was quite a night. But I can't say.
I kind of hope he is there because I can meet him. I can meet him at the very least. I don't know if I'll have anything for that wicked hand. That thing is, I've seen a couple of pictures of him against like some of the guys who I know. He was at the High Five Club, and I just saw like how much his hand swallowed up some people who I grew up. I mean, I already have small hands to begin with. You can attest to that. So like my hand is gonna look like a little child's hand in his.
Still strong though. Still strong. So. Shoe bitch. I'd like to see Shoe bitch pull Hellboy. That'd be fun.
That would be.
That'd be entertaining.
He would get exercised. I don't know, man. But Jason Vale, just a little bit more background on Jason Vale. I mean, I didn't get the pleasure of meeting him. He's a New York guy. He was from New York, but he's like the godfather of strap arm wrestling. This man has big mega wins. He beat Jerry Cataret in the strap, and he only shared and imparted like with 3 or 4 other arm wrestlers, Travis Bajan, Mike Solaris, and I forgot somebody else, I think down south. The skills that he had in the strap, and he helped them get to where they're at in the strap. And he put New York arm wrestling on the map, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people's opinion. They share that same sentiment because, he was a champion. Had he still been alive, he'd be, in some people's, he'd be a runner-up for GOAT. I mean, he was a GOAT in the strap. I would say that the guy had epic wins, and even I think somebody quoted Brzezinski, saying that boy is different in the strap.
Yeah, it's quite an honor.
Yeah, that's quite a good. I mean, to get that kind of endorsement from John Brzezinski himself. But before we go too much far in this, I completely forgot about the after poll from Knuckles Up. I know you got some footage. Nick Stone got some footage. Definitely check out that. That's a funny comment.
Yeah, Jeff Hale.
Jeff Hale versus Hellboy. That's when you Hellspawn.
Yes. A lot of hell will be raised.
A lot of hell would be raised. We just need some. It's just another the Hellfire Club. There you go. That's what I was thinking about that myself. So I got to pull with Uncle John. I got to pull with Jake Ward, the Aussie arm wrestler. A couple other guys. After I pulled Jake, Aussie arm wrestler, everyone's like, "Oh, let me go next," and I'm like, "Everyone's going after what I feel. I need a break, guys. I need a break. I got a tournament next weekend."
Yeah, that was a great time. Absolutely. If anyone's ever considering Knuckles Up, they go. It's a fun time. September is coming up. They'll be doing it again.
September 14th, right?
I believe. Yeah. So yeah.
I'll just put the links up again real quick. Please follow these guys. Click the link. It'll take you to all their pages. It gives you a link tree. It has everything all the information of their upcoming events and previous events. Tune into everything that they post out there. I love these guys. They're super big time supporters of everything that I do with my barbecue, which I'm going to mention a little bit. And they're just good guys all around. They're really good for the sport. They're going to be bringing arm wrestling back to the Arnolds, which is awesome. I look forward to that. It's just like all exciting information from them. And back to the Jason Vale tournament coming up. It is going to be strap only. They are doing early weigh-ins at the UFC gym in New Hyde Park from 7 to 9 on Friday. I believe it's $40 entry fee each arm. You only have to pull up one extra class. which gives everyone the opportunity to win the cash prizes. I believe I could be wrong. It is posted in their event page, but the first place is $250.
Nice.
That's a nice cash prize right there.
Yeah.
So you better believe I'm gunning for that.
Yeah.
Daddy can use some cash, you know.
Yeah.
I can use some money, man. I look forward because there's going to be Posteo TV. This guy Manolo Sanchez from Puerto Rico is going to be there in attendance. So this is going to be attracting people from all over the nation and world, from Argentina, and if Hellboy shows up, Germany as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if some of the Knuckles Up guys is deciding to stay behind for an extra week to, swing their way over that way. That'd be kind of cool to see them there too.
Yeah.
I know Roger's going to definitely be there. Spoke with him about it. A bunch of other High Five guys are going to be down there as well. We got the Tristate Armwrestling guys that are planning on coming down to support. So it's going to be an epic party of arm wrestling and celebrating a man that put this sport into a different light, in my opinion.
Cool, man. I will be down in Atlantic City working that and streaming that. So unfortunately, I won't be able to come up that way. But that sounds like it's going to be awesome. Hopefully, I'll be able to see footage.
Oh, you most certainly will. I'm pretty sure they're going to. I think I could be wrong, but I believe Posteo TV is going to be actually live streaming it along with somebody else's too. But I definitely think that that's going to be an epic one to be a part of.
Sweet.
And then not to go too far ahead, but June 1st, there's a couple different events that I wanted to highlight. Speaking of Nick Stone was at the Knuckles Up event, and he was taking notes on all the super heavyweights. I saw him studying and analyzing them like no tomorrow. I saw him playing in the afterpool. He was killing it. He is strong up and comer from the Northeast. He's going to be also having an event June 1st, also known as the Turtle Man Classic, Connecticut State Armwrestling Championship. So you can scan that QR code. That'll take you to his event page. It's also going to be a benefit. All proceeds are going to be going to an arm wrestler's family that got taken out by a drunk driver, unfortunately. This gentleman, Danny DeMichael, I had the pleasure of meeting him at one of my events, my barbecues. Really, really nice guy. Just a positive dude. He unfortunately was taken out last year. But the arm wrestling community always comes together when something like this happens. As tragedy hits, we come together, we rise, we get stronger together. We work together to help their families out. And Nick Stone is no exception to that. He rose to the occasion and is raising some more funds for him. So I'm actually going to be contributing with my event coming up as well. It's going to be actually on the same day.
Man, before you move on, I just got home from work and I wanted to hop on. I'm glad I had the invite.
Happy to have you, man.
Meeting you.
Happy having you.
Yeah, I can't wait
so much for joining in. Listen, if you ever want to hop on and talk about events that are your way, or that you wanted to mention anything, to highlight anything, feel free to let me know.
Absolutely, man. And yeah, I have some footage from Antietam I'm finishing up, but then I have the footage from Knuckles Up that'll be out there, and you'll definitely be in the reels crushing me in the after pull. So that's on camera. So you can say you pulled my lever down and everything. So yeah, bro. I appreciate the invite.
Thank you for joining me, man. I appreciate you sharing your time and your evening with me.
All right, man. Have a good one. See you guys.
Take care. All right. So let's see. Before I move on from this, yes, Nick Stone needs matches. Dave Shubich, you're right. We got to see this man on the big stage. Love to see him there. Nick Stone is the East Coast final boss. I agree. Shoe bitch. So make sure you guys tune in. Go ahead and scan that QR code down below to get to YouTube, or if you're in the chats, check out the Connecticut State Armwrestling Championship Turtle Man Classic. That's Nick Stone's championship, June 1st. That's coming up. I'm looking forward to hearing about that event. I unfortunately won't be there because the same day I have my barbecue, Summer Kickoff event. It's sponsored by New York Tristate Armwrestling, as well as Mike Repel. Repel Restorations is a driveway basement company. They do a lot of local stuff here in Deer Park in New York. Please let me know if you want him to come give you a quote locally. Only if you're local, though. I don't think he's going to go out of state or upstate to some of you guys that are watching. Appreciate you tuning in, Chubich. You're hysterical, man. I put the links for everybody in the description. So if you want to follow anybody and check out everything I'm mentioning, we also have all my barbecue, raffle, summer kickoff event contributors links below. I'm going to be discussing the matches probably next week on next week's episode after the Jason Vale tournament, after we do a recap of that whole event and see how everything went with that. Let's see what else we got going on. And then also I'll discuss a little bit more about the benefits that this raffle is going to go towards. All proceeds are going to be benefiting local foundations and organizations that are all about mental health and helping out the arm wrestling community in some fashion or form. I am very excited for that. So if anybody wants to take a screenshot of that or see the link in the group chat, please scan it, check it out, mark going if you plan on going. If you want to check it out, join us. Join us. Join us. Again, amazing weekend from Knuckles Up. Got to see the likes of Paul Italia. He's always a strong, nice gentleman who's always been kind to me. I look forward to seeing him back at the table. I know he's nursing something a little bit, but he'll be back stronger than ever, as we know. True. Simmer down now. Simmer down now with all that noise. Let's see what else I got. Anybody got any other events? Anybody else got any other events they want to highlight coming up? Oh, I mean, I'll talk more about it again, next week and the next few weeks. I know Paul Lynn and James Reed has their Keystones event coming up June 8th. It's the week after the barbecue, the week after the Connecticut State Championships. It's always an epic showdown. And then later that month, on June 29th, is a national level event here in the East Coast. You guys trying to throw me off? It's working. You got me blushing. It's too bright in here, so you can't tell. Yes, it's WAF event June 29th. Yep, I already know that. I'm still on the fence about if I'm going or not. We'll see. But this was going to be a shorter than usual episode because my guest had to bail, and then I got blessed by having Johnny Miller show up on it. Thank you so much for sharing your Monday evening with me. Shoot. Okay. Before I lose my cool, I'm probably going to have to log off in the next 5 minutes. But any other questions about this weekend's events, this upcoming weekend's event, please check all the links that are in the chat down below. They are going to be epic events coming up this weekend, and June 1st is going to be an epic day of arm wrestling. Oh, this is one thing to highlight. So while Nick Stone and I are having an event the same day, his event is happening much earlier in the day. So if you're looking for a full day of arm wrestling nonstop, and the party's over up in Nick Stone's, take a drive only about 2 hours down to Long Island, Deer Park, New York. Message me for the address, and you will be able to arm wrestle until your arms fall off if you choose. I don't really recommend your arms falling off, but if you're looking to pull a whole lot, that's what you can do. I'm not dignifying that. I think with that, New York City is not a dumpster fire. You're just so used to the Vegas area, everything being spread out. I mean, look at Vegas. That's just straight chaos, man. I think I was more harassed when I was walking the streets of Vegas than I've ever been in walking the streets in New York. Let's see. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for tonight. I really do appreciate having you go. No, I don't hate Vegas. I don't hate it. I enjoy Vegas. I just enjoy smashing. Watch out, Sin City Pullers. Yeah, I got to go back down there. I got to go back down there for a match or something. If anybody wants. Shumich, you're digging my grave for me, aren't you? Oh, no, I couldn't do nothing to Eric Spoto. Yeah, that was Drew. I think that was my only experience in Vegas was the Strip or downtown. I think those are the only two spots that I was at. But I got to make a trip down there again. I actually want to go to Arizona next. I want to go to Poland, Florida, because I know John Hutchison's down there. I need a rematch with him. I got to go to California, take a rematch with Caleb Armbender. Rip his arm off. All right, guys. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you at one of the upcoming events. Tuning out. Have a good one. Much love. Remember, collaborate and pull together. Promote some positivity. Have a good night, guys.